Mikhail also able to scout some things out with the Aldrone. They're not sticking for this plant as the slow orb comes through. Gen G able to find first blood officially, and Sean finally gets involved. Backside yellow, Sean's gonna find all 3 kills so far. He gets the 4th. Last player alive is Nature. And will it be Sean for the ace? Nearly. Nature down to 37 HP, needs to try to toggle these players on the spike, not gonna find the kills, and Gen G's defensive retake will be good. Problems right now for Gen G. The hit's gonna have to come through convincingly. Here comes Win. First one up, able to find the elimination. Now backside yellow. Second contestant nearby. Not able to snap. Chemical's able to find the trade. He does get caught a bit though, but Shot Up able to find the immediate response. 3v2 we go. Gen G running out of time. Have to make a play. Gangsta from the corner will find
Huge.
2 kills. And Immortals able to tie things up 1-1.
Teams don't want to give this one away. Early resurrection as well. JC Stani with the kill and the conversion. 4v4, low HP. Don't know if the heal is available just yet. A couple of big frags coming in now, coming from the Gen G side of things. It's still a post plant. Now the heal's into effect. Looking for the next kill here. There's 3 still alive and healthy, and it will be a big brawl down in the choke.
Now looking good. Gangsta's able to find 2. Not enough ammunition though in the Stinger to make much work happen beyond that. And as soon as the last bit of utility fades away, it will be an easy defuse for GMD. 5 situation. The Hunter's Fury is going to come out here. A bit surprising, but Gangsta makes use of it for a free elimination. And now it's just down to Mikhail in the corner. Able to find 1, but stuck in the barrier orb. Can't find a second. And Immortal should be able to get this plant off as Kusta's playing the long flank through the defense, pardon me, the offensive spawn.
He might be able to get a timing on 1 here, but that's about damage. It's about as much damage he can hope for. Even now, Toxin Screen comes through. They sense it. Look at the movements from JC Stani. Oh my goodness, Kusa, hang on a second. 2 kills. There's twice as many as I thought he'd get.
GMD looking to move forward. It will find the Empress. Shot Up immediately deleted. Now the toggle. Here comes the full retake, and it's come on. Finding 3, Win and Sean the other 2, and Gen G go round for round still with Immortals.
What an absolute shutdown there again. We see Gen G coming in for a clean retake forward life, and Gamon cleans up Shut Up here. The Empress instantly tagged by the tracking dart.
On their ultimates from the previous round. Mikhail. Hunter's Fury splits right through a number of players. Eventually connects as JC Stani who falls. No up top for the resurrection to be used this round. And now they hit forward. Gangsta able to find another. Gen G in a 2v4 situation. Make it now just down to Sean. He's done incredible things in the past. He has an idea where Shot Up is off of this little bit of regeneration, but cannot find the angle. Raider shots going just a bit wide as Win tries to find something through the toxic screen. GMD trying to scout things out, not going to find much. Kusa for first blood. Here comes the retake. JC Stan is going to go for the resurrection, but Sean comes around, finds himself 2. Chemical's now a part of this mix. Able to go 2 for 2. Defensive numbers for Gen G, but the clock's becoming a bit of a problem. Win finds himself another, and Kusta cleans up the final kill. Just enough time for Gen G to secure their 4th rounder to the defuse.
I think you're really starting to see the problems with B here now. Immortals going B. Yes, they get a free plant. They wall up. The spike comes down.
Come to life here onto the site itself. Mikhail able to find another elimination. That's the Viper's Pit completely down. Hunter's Fury now in the mix. That's offensive off this post plant. Gonna find value as Gangsta is able to find 1 kill and damage onto more. JC Stani moving forward. Really no hope here, you would feel like, for Win, and no hope indeed will exist. Round for round, and just the setups that we've seen off of the Viper and the Sage have just allowed for quick plants, and then hopefully for Gen G, quick retakes. It's gone literally 50-50 thus far. Again, Gen G are already in the site, so if they can find the kills, maybe there's an opportunity. Shot Up is again caught in a weird situation. That'll be a weapon picked up likely. The Stinger is good for Mikhail for a double, but it's Gangsta who saves the day here for Immortals post plant, putting them up 5-4. Gen G players, but it gets dealt with. In. Up top, finds 1, dashes away, gets a second. Is he good for a 3rd? Goes to the pistol. It's going to be GMD to finish the kill. It's a 3-for-1 exchange, and Gen G's defense a huge advantage in a 4v2.
Shot Up's like a bullet and knife magnet today. Just can't catch a break. Chemicals is even the first one down. Shot Up's like, I'll trade. Doesn't happen. And now Immortals, this round is probably done now. They can't quite plant without the Sage. They have a Toxin Screen, but it's not going to be safe. And this is going to be the one round where Immortals are not going to really be able to get onto site. And all that needed to happen was Gen G needed to play a little bit more aggressively on B. They did that on the previous round as well, even though Immortals went A. And now it pays off for them. Huge round coming through from Huyn. Not much left here to deal with. Spike goes on the floor. And now 4 versus 1 where Nature will look for damage. Can't find it. The only damage that comes will be incoming damage towards his own team. And seeing a lot of defaulting from Immortals. They're 5 stacking B, 5 stacking A, going back to B. Nature's down. At least it's not Shut Up dead first, but the Empress is gone.
And the resurrection will immediately come through, and as GMD takes the second challenge. Chemicals puts him down. So a 5v4 the other way. It's an offensive Hunter's Fury to clear some space. Spike will be planted. Shot up. No Empress. Looking for the free kill. And goodness, Shot up is really having a rough go of it. That was a free kill, and I think 99 out of 100 games for him, but this one, not the case. So we go 4v4.
Is his name that because he gets shot up? What's going on here? The guy's just, he's been getting annihilated every single run. Great shot coming through from the response as well.
Showstopper.
Big rocket as well. Sean collects the double. That is going to give Gen G a lot more to work with. The Gengar still alive. Just down to Kusta now for the 1v2 and Chemicals for the cleanup as well. Immortals can maybe try and do something to recover this round as well as we get towards 20 seconds. Obviously not going to save. Going to have to be making their way either through Harry Potter into Orange or into the link on towards A. Camera checks ain't nothing there. Gangster takes Mikhail down. There's no time though.
No time, you would think. He's going to have to essentially find this elimination. There could be point of contact. Gangsta's trying to get forward to just plant. Win around the corner. Never was checked. And then we will end the first half tied 6-6. You're already into the mix. Gen G trying to make their way forward. No kills to speak of as of yet. And finally, the frenzy battle undertaken. Kusta thought he was going to fall right into 2 kills, but only walks away with 1. Gen G still with the numbers in a 3v2. GMD try to get the spike planted, and he will do so successfully as the Immortals will back away and make sure they're able to approach this with at least numbers. And, Gakes actually gets a bit of collateral damage onto Sean there with the 1 tap of the GMD. That makes things a little bit more interesting as Nature capitalizes on the kill. And Gakesta, he will actually connect a headshot, will look to be through the wall on the win, and that will be the easy follow-up elimination. Brilliant retake for Immortals in the 2v3. We're stacked on top this mid container. The wall's blocking the hit over towards Kitchen. Chemicals shot up. Gonna combine for 2. That's a little bit more like it for Shot Up. It can be sometimes frustrating, I think, to be the entry man with Immortals, how fast they play. But sometimes it does provide for some pretty special moments. But as the hit does come into A, the spike will be planted as GMD and Sean are able to find a couple of kills. JC Stanley able to catch some decent timing onto Guimon. Chemicals up top, looking to find a retake from the back. Will not get the better of Mikhail. 2v2. Mikhail down to just 4 HP, has to play off of his utility. Nature finds the easy kill. Also gets a read on where exactly Sean is playing. But maybe not. Okay, the double peek will be there. JC Snidey does take care of it. Here for Immortals defense. GMD and a lot of Gen G. Tagged up low, shot up, comes around the back, able to find one elimination. That spike, that's down. Not a great spot for Gen G in this very early 4v5.
Shut Up looks like he wants to challenge further as well. Hasn't seen anything else just yet. And the rest of Immortals are pouncing. Yes, they are. Chemicals onto GMD as well. Now that Gen G are down to 3 again. Only Stingers and Sheriffs here. Kusta can't get anything done with his Sheriff. So 2 alive. Now they will get the spike, but it's probably all they're going to get because Immortals are looking for the full cleanup, the full flawless.
Shot Up finds another. Just comes down to Sean. Does well to find a clean first elimination, but he's completely trapped topside rafters. Gonna get his feet tagged up. Does find one more elimination. Not bad, but so far it's been all Immortals in this second half, up 9-6.
They find a plant. They don't have a sage to work with, so you're not going to find that nice and easy plant either. See the Snakebite onto the default. Cloudburst coming, Cloud Smoke rather, coming back online as well. Gen G are kind of stuck here. They lose more, they lose the spike. They're about to lose the round. Yeah,
completely trapped. Chemicals will get 3, 2 of which were after that initial first blood. Now for Immortals, a little bit more of a split defense as Nature has pushed forward through B long past the yellow container. They're able to fully stack closer towards A, and Chemicals again has walked away with first blood.
It's quite difficult going up against Jet over towards A as well, playing the off angles. Gangster found the lurk over towards mid again. A good read coming through from Immortals. They've shut this down. The round is basically over, Alan. It's 5v1. Look, Gen G only has Stingers anyway. This is going to be another flawless, isn't it? Not quite. Gimon will take up a bit of luxury tax, but 4 alive still.
One player nearby. Able to see a foot, and now here comes the double chow. Brilliant kill for GMD. Gen G's now forward. Shot Up is going to be able to go back into the mix here with the Resurrection, but you've got every single element coming out to play here for Gen G. Mikhail makes good of the Hunter's Fury. Chemicals drops as he pulled out the Blade Storm, so now it's just down to Nature to try to hold on for as long as possible. And he will be successful in making this for a time a 2v2, now a 1v1, and Nature is going to allow the spike to be played and then look for the reset. Recon Bolt out, immediately deleted. And up top, Nature! What a shot out of Mikhail! We're gonna try to make a play.
Contact A.
Yeah. Hunter's Fury through the middle of the map. It will not largely connect onto too much, but Shot Up has pushed through A. He gets 2. Mikhail will eventually put down the threat, but it comes at a steep cost. 4v3 situation for Immortals defense. Make it now a 4v2.
Massive read shot up. This round pushing on through. I mean, Immortals are changing up their pacing every single round, even on defense here. Nature close by. Hasn't heard any footsteps yet. You can already see that Chemicals is looking over towards spawn, where Shut Up died. No one else is still hanging out there. Haven't heard any more footsteps over towards A. Genji are going to do the Genji thing on Icebox and push through mid into screens. It's going to come down to Gangsta. Does he know it? Does he feel it? Can he sense that there's action coming through from behind? He's turning around now. Oh, Barrel betrays him. Mikhail gets the kill. This is possible now, as Spike will be plotted. A 2v1 retake Viper's Pit available. Don't know that it'll be used here, but 2v1 is pretty good for Immortals.
1v2 situation. Mikhail up top. Doesn't read Chemicals. So Immortals will take map number 1. It was, let me be honest, a wild first half. I don't think we've seen an Icebox half come to a conclusion so quickly.
They're definitely getting a little bit suspicious. Full rotation over. Should be 5 members of Immortals arriving soon.
Sean, good for the first blood. Chemicals responding, though. Keeps it to a 4v4. Spike will likely be down. Post-plant setup for Genji will likely rely on the Jet playing long. Mikhail's able to find one elimination. Gangsta coming on down, trying to help out. Is good for one, but not a second, as Kusta's able to double up from the bottom side of Heaven. JC Stani, 16 HP. Tough position to be in. Caught literally in a corner. And Genji successfully take the pistol. Connected to Mikhail. And the flashpoint. Now everyone will peek. On they go. First kill, good for Mikhail. GMD down low, just trying to hold his life. Nature with a Sheriff, good for one. GMD in a great position, able to clean things up in combination of Kusta. And Genji, a flawless start so far, 3-0 up. Flashpoint through. GMD able to avoid that. There will be some reveal on the play to the middle. Chemicals will find first blood. Win drops, and now another early advantage for Immortals with the numbers.
All right, shot up around the corner. He does get the kill into Kusta, but time mid is open right now. GMD, the long-range stinger, is just going to tickle Shot Up down to a small amount of HP, but still alive, as Chemicals will clean up one further. And now for Genji, 2 members remaining. Again, still holding on to the SMGs from the previous round. I think they do have 1 rifle there. It is GMD with a Vandal. Limited time, limited players, limited HP, 36 down to 0. Shot Up with 3 kills this round.
Gets in, Hunter's Fury in the mix, trying to clear off the space, backside arches. Shot Up able to find first blood on the window. Numbers advantage again for Immortals, but it's going to come down to what can you find inside the site of your Nature. Gets one, opportunity for a second, gets traded away. Now a 4v3 situation, Rolling Thunder will be spent. Mikhail, though, finds 2 kills, and now it's just down to Ganks to find a way in. It's a double of his own, the numbers will tilt to a 1v2 situation. Now a 1v1, Chemicals watching the cross. Will make sure that GMD cannot be successful. That's 2 rounds in a row for Immortals.
No, he does. He gets a rifle eventually. I thought he might have picked up the Phantom drop by JC Stani, but there's a Phantom in hand regardless, as the Empress does get played in. You're right, they do have to deal with the lockdown. Hwin goes down. Over towards the Nano Swarm as well. Sean being caught by the lockdown.
4 players.
Try and get out. Yes, everybody.
But it's not going to make too much of a difference. Genji, Nature's defusing. He's stuck it. 4 players detained. Nature sneaks on. He gets the 1 kill with the Nano Swarm, and that exists in the Cloudburst for just long enough. Not a lot of time to make this play happen. Gangsta seems to want to commit to it. Both players underneath. Here comes the first challenge, wins it, the second one around the corner, gets a lot of damage, but can't confirm the kill. Now time is the problem. Does get the elimination. It will be close.
He might.
It's real close, but I don't think he's got it. Just a bit slow. Quick rotation for Immortals. Hunter's Fury out for Genji. JC Stani staying alive for now, holding close. Chemicals again finds first blood. I feel like almost every single one of his kills has been a first blood. Now over the top, Shot Up's going to take care of Sean. Stuck in a Nano Swarm. He was trying to hold for a second kill. Not going to be there. Not going to make a difference, though. And last, Mikhail. This would have to be a 1v5 situation. He eventually gets taken down. And that will be Immortals bouncing back 4-5 overall. And just to, again, to keep in the back of your mind, Genji's offense has been their better overall side. And here early for a first blood. And Genji with a 3-2 split, still focusing the spike over towards A, where Immortals are actually not holding from inside the site. Chemicals trying to find a pixel through the dark cover. He does find an angle, not a lot of damage, but JC Stani makes good. Tries to stay alive. The right click for win is good, but the trade is better. It's a 4v3 situation as Genji do force commit to get onto the A site.
Lockdown available for our teams as well. Kusta hasn't used one just yet. Going to be saving that one potentially for a post plant, as that plant will now be confirmed. The rest of Immortals, a lot of ultimates to play. I mean, they can use Hunter's Fury here. They already get shown down 4 versus 2, and Gen G are in trouble. Instantly, this is going to be the lockdown play coming through from the Immortal side of things. It's Nature confirming, and the rest of the players now streaming in. It's going to come down to potentially a bit of aggression from Gimon and Kusa, but that aggression, we muted straight away. Immortals find themselves another round, keeping it close.
Thunder also the mix. That forces Gen G back. Shot Up is looking to get aggressive. Wants to try to deal with the lockdown, but let's not see it fully. Another nice flashpoint, and Shot Up finds 2! Sean from mid-map will find the trade, but it comes at a cost that not many would want to pay. It's a 3v2 situation, and the only tool available for Gen G to try to make this 2v3 come through would have been the Empress, but Stani over the middle finds the kill, and now it just comes down to win.
Shouldn't be doable here. This is going Immortals' way for sure. Hwin would need to do a lot. Operator in hand, no Blade Storm, limited utility. 2 smokes, though, could be pretty viable, but no dash is the main issue. Good news is, Spike is in hand. It's going to have to be a B plant. But has no idea where anyone is. He doesn't realize that Immortals have given the side away. He'll try and push over towards Ali. Needs to get the first kill. Can't pull the trigger, and Gangster locks it down. 6 and 5. Speaking of locking it down, that lockdown coming through from Gen G needed to be the tool.
And he will not be awarded an angle initially, but the second peak Hwin will drop. Another shot from Chemicals will miss. Now he's stuck in the backside of Wine Cellar, but good help from the Paranoia to come out. But it will be traded back and forth, so vision denied for both sides. Nano Swarm dealt with. JC Stani tried to stay alive. Chemicals not quite hitting some of these op shots, and that will lead to a Gen G 4v2 situation as Sean found 3.
Yeah, this is definitely quite aggressive coming through from Immortals. You know, you look at Chemicals, he could have chosen to dash away back to safety, back onto site, but goes into Wine instead, has a few more smokes available to try and get himself out, but will just try and swing for the kills and miss. Good opportunity now for Gen G, especially with the Empress pop. 4 versus 2. Both of the Immortal defenders have arrived. And with Shot Up down as well, limited utility. This one will go 6 and 6 now for sure, as Nature will try and clutch, but can't get it done. Sean with 4 kills. One eventually over towards Wine as the rest of Gen G make their way from Heaven and Tree.
Potential Killjoy on Killjoy action. JC Stani caught, trying to throw out some utility. Win finds the first kill, GMD the second, and it's going to be an exchange that does favor Immortals at the end of it. And my goodness, Shot Up for 2 off screen in Nature with the eventual point of contact that you had brought out. Kusta just trying to stay alive. Jet dash in. Kusta sidesteps away from the fight, then comes back to take it, finds the first kill. Gets the reload off, but not fast enough. 2 for 2 we go overall, and Immortals have gained control of the B site.
Still looking for the plant coming through. Gen G have positioning here. 3 alive on both ends. Like you said, both Omens are there. No Paranoia for GMD. That's gone. Smoke has just come up available. There is going to be one still lurking over towards B main. That's going to be coming through from Nature. Very important play to clear eventually. Now just want to come on through, and big reveal onto GMD as well, just to slow things down.
Need this retake to be convincing if you're a Gen G fan. Win does find the first kill. That's a good first step. Mikhail finds the second. Just down to Gangsta. He's able to get the 1. Knows that he's got information on the second, who is low just outside the boathouse. So again, Gen G need to go. Interested 1v2. Here comes the challenge. Gangsta lines both up and gets 3 in the round. Gen G, a retake that needed to come through with numbers. Unsuccessful. And Immortals, after the force buy from Gen G, find themselves with a huge advantage up 8-6 early in the second half. For now, at least, Immortals have been kind of stuck inside of B main, but it's only for a small time as Gangsta opens the door from getting Kusta. But Win! He doesn't just grab 3, he says 4 looks better. Quad feed for Win, 3 of them headshots. And somehow, someway, Gen G win a thrifty defense.
Now, along with the smoke itself, we have Chemicals trying to make their way in, and Paranoia's going to lock everybody up.
Not able to find the shots from the top of the box. Kusta takes down Chemicals. Mikhail for 2. This is a 3v2 situation. Although Gangsta evens the odds. Win with the Blade Storm from mid-market. They're going to allow Immortals on. Gangsta considered the plant. Gave it up. And now will commit. Gen G will try to retake this. Looks like to be together. Last updraft used for a win. Cloudburst also down. Nice hit. And oh, the Rolling Thunder used. Gangsta finds the first. Now it's just down to 1. Shot Up. Oh, he actually gets the flash up, but Sean responds to it. So now a 1v1 situation. And Gangsta is not going to see anything off of his recon bolt. He's going to push into it. Sean, now on the low ground. Has to make a play happen. He's got to clear so much space, and Gangsta's flipped the map around. Easy kill. Gangsta for 3, and Immortals go up 9-7.
And because the Hunter's Fury is used as well, they can't really counter the...
Oh, no.
Can't really counter, I was going to say lockdown, but it doesn't really matter. This is just aggression coming through from both ends. Quinn with 2 kills so far, just down to the 1. Chemicals falls, and Gen G, they got this one. Defuse onto Kusta, and there it is. Recovering 8 and 9 now, just keeping it tight in terms of the scoreline between both teams. And Immortals had a lot of control there, but Immortals, look at where the red X's are. They wanted to go aggressively into tree, and that's where Gen G pounced. Hunter's Fury on the other end. Lockdown destroyed, and we reset back to neutral.
And Gen G takes care of Chemicals. He dashed right through the play looking for first blood. That will be denied. So another numbers advantage early here for Gen G as Mikhail GMD also pop up in the kill feed. And all of this hit for Immortals has been completely disintegrated. Huge breakdown here after the fail lockdown setup. Win over the top has the judge, not going to be required. Sean peaked with him, and now we go tied 9-9.
As the smoke comes down as well, Quinn's going to try and challenge for this weapon in terms of just putting in the pot shots there. Nature finds Kusa on the other side of the map as well. Nature for 2. B is open. They get a free rifle over towards A. They get some free guns on B as well. They just need to pick up the spike, get a plant in, and suddenly Immortals are in. Immortals have got this one. Sean will try and find a couple players on rotation here. This is going to be pretty huge. He has destroyed the turret, so his position is known. The spike has been delayed, and they must deal with Sean to cross.
And they will. Chemicals headshot at long range. Just down to win. 26 HP. Fault line pushing him around. Wind with 2, but it's Nature to follow up after one of the free guns that he collected. And now all of a sudden, Immortals are not just up 10-9. They secure a Thrifty. They put Gen G in a weird position with the finances. Maybe not for this round. Kusta. Gotta get one of the nano swarms out. Big information value off of that recon bolt as far as where these defenders are positioned, but it's Win from mid-market. Does not finish a kill. Now has to go back to the Stinger. He gets dealt with. 4v4 we go. Into the site though, Kusta watching one angle, good for a first kill, but shot up. It was weird to see him on the breach, but he's doing pretty darn well with it. It's a 3v2, Spike looking to get planted. Sean wants to immediately contest and Nature puts him down. Now Mikhail gets the weapon up, tries the spam, but shot up from the close corner, finds his 3rd kill in the round, and Immortals are up 11-9, putting Gen G in a pretty awful financial position.
For Gen G, last opportunity to really try and get this one underway because Quinn kind of saved the last one. They also have guns available with Sean down and with Quinn to follow. I think this is going 12.
Sure feeling that way. JC Stani able to take down Mikhail. The only thing to really root for here for Gen G is the fact that GMD has found 1 elimination, and that will result in a weapon pickup. But he's got Gangsta nearby, and Gangsta has heard every bit of this. The wide swing, Gangsta deals with it. Now it just comes down to 1. Kusta, 1v4 situation. Will likely try to go for it. Not going to get it off the ground, though, as Gangsta finds a mid-map, and we're on match point for Immortals.
Man, they confirm, is the Hunter's Fury going to follow?
Sean's got to go. He's got to be the first one through, and as he gets into the dark cover, it's shot up not for 1, but for 2. Kusta able to find 1 elimination, and he's actually going to find a second from behind. It's a 2v2 situation, but the Hunter's Fury is still in play. Kusta pushes through this, finds himself his 3rd kill. Mikhail responds, and Gen G, there will not be enough time. A touch unfortunate. They made the plays they had to, but the clock was not on their side.